Hello, everybody. Welcome to episode 5 of Composure. If this is the first time that you all are joining us for this musical, magical experience, welcome. Composure is indeed an original TTRPG created by me using a system aptly named Composure. It's a very simple system that focuses on creamy thematic role play, ROLE play, as opposed to crunchy mechanical role play, ROLL play. This has three main stats: persona, passion, and performance, and then these skills are rated based on the position the character has and their time signature formatted skill level. Yes, I said time signature because we get real musical up in this piece. I explain how all of this is played, how gameplay works, and so on in episode 1, so you can go back to the video on demand on YouTube and here on Twitch to see how the game is played as we figure out new mechanics, how existing mechanics work, and have a wonderful time. But without further ado, we'll go ahead and get into episode 5. Last week, our amazing new group, that is Atmos, debuted. It was an amazing 20-minute concert. They got standing ovations. They actually debuted in a very, very unique ice cream shop called Galaxy Goodies. They had amazing choreography and pretty touching musical choices, going from It's Gonna Be Me, a rewrite that just sort of made everybody hyped about musical groups, a very unique take on Despacito, Bring the House Down performance of River. The Bishop brings one that everyone is into. And then, of course, their encore song, Thank You for Being a Friend, and that was received with golden applause, pun intended. Today's adventure starts afterwards, when everyone has gotten cleaned up, sweat has been dabbed, if anyone wanted to change outfits and so on, getting a little bit of downtime in the back room, so to speak, before they get to actually meet their fans. Who wants to start first with what people would be doing backstage and not backstage, in the green room, so to speak, as you get ready to actually meet your fans?
I can go. Fiona has like a post-show ritual, or it's the same as her post-workout ritual, except we're gonna add some like makeup retouching. But she forces everyone to stretch. She hands out a round of coconut waters because the potassium is good for you when you use all your muscles, and foam rolls, and then touches up her makeup and like dabs at the sweat and like recurls her little sideburns. That's it. So someone else can go.
I was on mute. What is everyone else doing?
I was like, you guys, that face that Honey is making means someone else speak now.
I thought that Honey was talking, and I was like, is my sound wrong?
I had a moment of like, oh no,
So
just
much
keep smiling.
That was me.
Masa, have we been allowed to have our phones back?
Yes, you see, when you get back in the green room, dressing room area, all of your phones have been left at your stations.
Oh, in that case, she also texts the girl in the audience that she invited that she has a crush on.
Priorities.
Yeah.
Masa's immediately checking social media to see what people thought.
Cross is eating a cupcake and drinking coconut water, like in a very weird, juxtaposition.
I asked if it is okay to take a picture with my stylist.
Yes.
All right. So I'm going to make a social media post with dots to say that she is the genius that made me what I look like today.
Dot is very happy and also a little bit shy about the whole thing. But definitely make sure that they throw up their little peace sign. And
is it okay if I put like, if you don't want your face shown, can I put like a little emoji on your face so that way you still have some anonymous, I can say this, so that we can remain anonymous.
And you see that Dot just thinks about it. Oh Jesus! And was like, as long as you put, it's like helps you choose which emoji like that you put on there.
Okay.
He's very involved in the emoji selection process.
All right. So I allow Dot to choose an emoji, and then we take a selfie together.
All right.
So Nova is going to, after she's done stretching, she's going to like touch up her makeup, and then she's going to also post on social media and do like a boomerang of like the green room with like a hashtag we are Atmos, and yeah.
All right. And as you're sitting back there, you know that you've been given like, okay, you all are going to have like 20 to 30 minutes to kind of rest up as we get everybody in line, as we get the tables changed and so on. And about, I want to say 15 to 17 minutes in, a very familiar individual enters with that frizzy dark burgundy hair, the hazel eyes, the sort of I'm professionally dressed but I'm still hip outfit, microphone in place, small little camera, and so on. This is indeed Melody Matter from Make It Pop News. And she comes in, as always, introducing herself. Hello, this is Melody Matters from Make It Pop News, and I'm coming at you live from Galaxy Goodies, where the hit new group from Karis Entertainment. Okay, let's redo that again. From the hit new group from Karis Studios. This should be entertainment that flows better. All right, let's start again. This is Melody Matters from Make It Pop News, and I'm coming at you live from the Karis Studios hit new group, Atmos. Yes, Atmos is what is trending all over social media right now. They're a new group that debuted at Galaxy Goodies, and I'm here in the green room to get the inside scoop. Alrighty then. Hi, how's everybody doing? And she sort of holds out her little microphone towards Fiona.
I can't speak for anyone else, but I'm hype.
Alrighty then. Fiona Flowers, how does it feel to have finally bloomed?
Oh, good pun. Well, it's just really cool to get to be surrounded by such amazing people. My other bandmates are amazing. We have a really great manager, and the stylists were awesome, and we had an amazing voice coach and choreographer that helped us put all this together. And just being around that much talent is just wild and amazing.
I can hear that. Yes, indeed. And now that you finally debuted, do you have anything you'd like to say to the fans?
Make sure you stretch after every workout and before, but you gotta warm up before you stretch. And potassium is good for you. Eat a banana or have some coconut water. And also, if you work hard and you're in the right place at the right time, you too can meet your dreams.
Alrighty then. Definitely definitely feet on the ground. Wonderful advice that was just universal. And we'll move on to, of course, the other dancer in the group. Massa, how does it feel?
Oh, hi. Nice to see you again, Melody. Um, how does it feel? So, remember when I auditioned and you interviewed me and you asked me how did it feel when I got into the group?
Mhm.
And I said it was like pop rocks.
Mhm.
This feels like fireworks at Disneyland.
Wow, from fizzly candy to explosive display. That is a wonderful, wonderful journey. So again, same question I asked Fiona over there. Do you have anything you'd like to say to the fans?
Yes. Um, thank you for taking a chance on us. And thank you for all of the support and all of the cheering that you've done. And I'm going to do my utmost to try to bring you as much happiness as you've brought to me. So
All
look
right.
forward to it.
We're looking forward to that, definitely. Alrighty then. Cross, how does it feel?
It feels like home. This is where I've been meant to be for a really long time.
Alrighty then. Home. Home, they say, is where the heart is, and I am so glad that you have won the hearts of a whole bunch of people. Yes, Atmos is trending on social media right now. Do you have anything you would like to say for the fans?
Yeah, absolutely. Life is too sweet to deny yourself treats. So go out there and have a treat, whatever that means to you.
That quote of the day, or maybe I'm speaking prematurely, but again, life is sweet. We've gone from the garden, we've gone to happiness, and we've also gone to the sweet treats. Now we are going to speak to not only goddess of vocals, but also goddess of the night. Nyx, how does it feel to have finally debuted?
It's just kind of like that moment when the sun first rises over the horizon. You just feel like, oh man, anything is possible. That's what this feels like.
You heard it here, like a sunrise. And you have anything you'd like to say to the fans?
Please continue to support us as much as we support you in your journey, and that we hope to walk side by side and be around for a long time. And even though this is the beginning for us, it's only the beginning. So, we love you and thank you.
They're just getting started. And here we go. Supernova. How does it feel?
Okay. Kind of like what Cross said, it feels like home. You work at this dream, this goal for so many years, and we're finally there. And I'm so thankful to my bandmates. We all worked really hard to make this debut, and it was amazing.
Amazing it was. And you see Melody Masters goes over to Flip as well to get his statement. And as Melody wraps up, the camera sort of hovers near the entryway so that they can get a nice wide shot. And Melody is like, feet on the ground, but feeling like they're in the clouds. This has been Atmos. I am Melody Matters with Make It Pop News, and I cannot wait to bring you more information about this amazing new group. They're about to go meet their fans face to face, so to speak, and we'll bring you more candid shots, little pop rocks of moments, and everything else. Melody out. And cameraman and Melody starts to exit. Melody pauses to give you all a thumbs up. Before,
Thanks for the interview.
of course. And then
The melody in my heart.
Wow, that was so smooth, man.
Just,
The only melody that matters.
Masa puts that in his phone.
so all these hashtags go out. Melody checks her phone later, and she's like, "What in the okay?" And you also you get a visit from Fatima. Stops by to let you all know that you have like 10 minutes left. You also see temporarily a glimpse of a familiar face, and then slipping into the green room with you all and taking off her giant shades. You see Nalia. She was like, "Hey, everybody! I saw the show. Y'all really did that. Y'all really did that.
It's really good to meet you.
Yeah, I mean, I can't stay long. I'm gonna head out the back. That's why I'm going this way. But I wanted to tell you all congratulations. Excited for you. I also wanted to let you all know before you get back to the studio. Looks around. Rick, who is the producer, brought me in to lay in some background vocals, and I've got to peep the new single that's coming out. It's really gonna be amazing. It's really gonna be amazing. Might discuss a feature, in the future, but like for now, I just wanted you all to know that like Rick laid down some fire, and I just cannot wait for that to really get released. How's everyone feeling? You got any questions? Anything that's on your mind?
I do have a question. Would it be rude to ask you if I could take a picture with you?
Oh sure, sure. Just all I'm gonna ask is wait for like 10 minutes before you post it. Is that okay?
Okay, I honestly I might just keep it for myself, but yeah.
Yeah, that's cool.
Do you want me to take the picture for you?
Oh, absolutely, yes.
Cool.
And Leah
Just
just
gonna
sort of
like
professionally
huddle
just
towards her to see like
takes hey y'all.
what's really happening.
Okay, one with a silly face.
And Nelia's silly face is just like her smiley face. It's just like she's one of those celebrities where you say make a smile. She's just like, and then she's like, does everyone get like a group picture? I personally want a group picture of everybody.
Oh yeah.
All right, let's do it.
Brings everybody in. Gets us to take the picture with ridiculously long arms, and they just like, all right. So like, again, got my socials. Fatima has my number. I'm gonna try to put something together for you all. I heard that food is like a thing for you all, and food is also a thing for me.
Oh, it's a thing, all right. It's a whole lot of things.
Yeah, I don't think I have seen you past audition without food in your hand.
Listen, food and music. It's what I'm here for. That's it. Isn't that what life is about?
Yeah, both things feed the soul. That's right.
It's true. I feed my stomach. I feed my soul. Equally important.
Everything is well fed, and I can get behind that. Leah is just gives like a chuckle, earrings swaying before she puts back on her glasses, and like, so there's like a back door entrance. I'm gonna hit that way. You all really did a good job, and I've also give Rick a couple of it's like some licensing stuff to work out, but if you all wanted to do a cover, nobody's getting sued by anything. Like you all like my little siblings. Like I kind of think of it that way. So good job.
That's really great.
Yeah.
And if you ever wanted someone to do a feature, Nova has a really great voice and would be a great feature on one of your songs. But that's just my opinion that I'm stating for no reason.
Yeah, just a shining star over there.
For no reason.
Guys, I think she knows that I'm a singer, but I really appreciate it. Thank you.
And Aaliyah just laughs and, throws you all a wave before heading out the back. And by now, Skip in his fancy tuxedo Crocs has arrived. You all did such a great job. You did such a great job. That was so amazing. You were on the stage and everybody was like, whoa! And people were really screaming for you. And I took a snap, I took a small little video, one for your socials. Then I put that phone away. It's so complicated. And then I got my other phone and I took a picture for Rock so I can show him when I get home, how amazing you all are.
Aww. Skip, we couldn't have done it without you. You've done so much for us since we've started here. You're part of the team. Just because you weren't part of that performance doesn't mean you're not part of the team. And you're part of the team.
You're a pillar.
Yeah.
Okay. Wow. I'm not gonna cry because it's not because I have one eyeliner or mascara, because I don't, but my eyes get really puffy and it's a thing, and then I have to go get eye drops, and then my contacts are going to get irritated and I'd have to go get my glasses, and it's a whole thing. But I am crying with happiness on the inside. I really am.
Inside your heart?
God, that's a tear. That's the salty water. Oh, no. Okay, anyways.
We got a salty heart today. All right. Crying on the inside. Salty heart. Let's go.
Inside, internal crying. That's what's happening.
Yeah.
That would make a good song title.
Salty heart?
Yeah.
I appreciate you saying that.
But I'm serious.
A
that
breakup
would make
song.
a really cool song title.
I'm on
salty heart.
Salty heart. The
Sprinkled
breakup
salt
song.
on my heart.
Yeah.
What is the tune of achy breaky heart? It's salty heart.
God.
Please don't salt my heart, my salty heart. I don't know.
Sprinkled salt on my Valentine candy.
I
Anyway.
want to preserve our love, but not like this.
Oh, Skip's now I'm gonna get sad for a whole nother reason. But anyways, I came to give you some good news and also some bad news. I had some really good news is that your line is halfway out the door. That literally is so long that they had to open the door.
Oh no.
But that's cool. It's not.
I think that's the good news.
I was worried about the fire code.
Yeah.
And also, what if flies get in here? That's not good for ice cream.
It's a lot of potential issues.
Well, and also because you're also probably letting the cold air out. Is it hot outside? There's a lot that could go wrong with that.
It's tabulator. So
I was not sure if that was the good news.
There's a lot. You know what? Let's just move on. Let's just move on. Let's move on.
Okay. Yeah.
Let's get past this. Okay.
Okay. So the bad news is they think there might be too many people for the few servers that they had ready for the ice cream to actually handle.
Give me a uniform.
Right? We can do ice cream and talk to fans at the
Give me some gloves and
oh my God.
And a hairnet.
Yeah, no. The meet and greet, we could have pens, but also ice cream scoopers. So we sign someone's autograph and get their order, and then we give them the scoop.
Can we give them the scoop? I mean, I feel like that belongs to the owner of the ice cream place.
No, I mean we're serving them. We're making the ice
I'm sorry.
cream.
I'm my mind's going a mile a minute. I'm so sorry.
Also, the scoop is slang for gossip, so they're getting the scoop on us while they're waiting for their scoop. Where's the reporter lady? I feel like she would enjoy this.
You mean the only melody that matters?
Skip is think that's brilliant. Like you're like
I would look so cute in their uniforms. I'd be so handsome. Please.
Food handling
We'd all look so great.
I am curious, what does the uniform look like?
Yeah.
So Skip is like, that's actually all right.
Can we just wear our cool clothes that we wore on stage?
I think that we
can put on an apron.
Yeah. Over.
I'm not prepared. This is a lot. Can you give me just 1 second? Skip his phone and is calling.
Oh my god! And we could do little personalizations. Like some of us could have like it buttoned down. Like ooh.
Penny, there's too many questions. We're talking about survey. Penny.
I think we might want to slow down a little bit because even I'm having trouble keeping up.
Penny,
you know what a broken record does? It skips.
Penny, they're butting at me, and I don't know what to do. You see, Penny comes through the door. Okay, Skip, it's okay. The little bees, they're needing. I'm gonna trade out with you. You go do crowd control, and I will do atmos control. Skip is still on the phone. Okay, is that what? Skip, I am literally in the room with you. I'm on the phone with Penny. Okay.
I love this person so much.
Skip is like, okay. I'm gonna.
Oh, you're gonna make Skip go? I love Skip. Can Skip stay?
Skip is going to make a decision autonomously to take a break from a situation that is a little bit overwhelming, and Penny is going to handle that. And then Skip. Why am I talking about myself in third person? I have not been taken over by aliens, despite where we are. I was just adapting to your person talk. I'm gonna go. Really quickly.
Bye.
And Penny is like,
good to see you.
Wow. Okay, so I kind of overheard some of the stuff. I have a feeling what I know what's going on. You all would like to be the ones to serve your fans so that the staff here isn't overwhelmed by, only having 3 scoopers and over 100 and something people.
Yeah.
So
we want to help.
All right. So we have some options here. You can stay halfway in costume, but we'll also have to make some changes. We do have your merch shirts. We have some shirts. We have some cropped tops. We have some sweatshirts. We can kind of do a thing where you do a healthy compromise. You wear a merch shirt or top and the apron for Galaxy goodies and the little hairnets and so on, put on the gloves, and we'll kind of like do a combo. So you'll be half staged up, but also kind of satisfy dress code requirements for food service.
Sounds
good. Can I have a crop top?
All right. You want a crop top?
Yeah.
All right, we can make that happen.
I'll get a crop top too. We'll be the crop top dancers. And then Fiona takes her long pony and turns it into a bun so that she is food safe compliant.
Okay.
If I have an apron on, can I be shirtless?
No, that's against food policy. That
makes sense.
I
mean, everyone's losing out, but
I think that'd be an interesting photo opportunity with the aprons, and we can make that part of even some of our promotional material. We'll keep in the whole ice cream thing. Maybe your music video story will start in an ice cream parlor, and then
I like the way you think.
We can work with that, and at that point you could probably have no shirt on because we wouldn't actually be concerned about health code violations. But
it makes sense. I understand. Yeah.
So purple, everyone wants purple tops. We have the purple, we have the teal. Okay, we'll do the purple tops. 2 crop tops. Any other requests so I can make sure that we get
do a hoodie.
Hoodie, okay.
Hoodie is cool. A tank top would be cool.
Tank gets Flip's request. Nova, do you have a preference?
I am fine with anything.
Okay, another crop top it is. She just kind of moves on, and when she returns, you all have your Atmos things, which is like purple with golden lettering on it. And the aprons for Galaxy Goodies have like constellations on it that spells out goodies in the front, but they're sparkly like stars and so on with like the purple and pink aura kind of effect. Kind of matches the decor, and you get gloves, and you get, people who want hairnets. So I give you the option, you can put your hair up, or you can have one of the little hats that they have, or you can have a hairnet. Or they say we can find more merch and get you the ball caps, and you can wear that if you want.
I want the little hat.
Okay.
Yeah, I just put my hair up, but when she gets the apron that says goodies on it, Fiona starts like doing the Running Man and singing Goodies by Sierra.
My goodness.
I was in my head, I was thinking the exact same thing, just like,
Great minds think alike.
Does anybody else join Fiona in this Goodies dance break?
Oh, of course. If we're taking volunteers, of course.
Oh, yeah.
And then you have...
That would work.
Penny gets out her phone and she's just like
I would love it. Can we enter into like the actual ice cream shop we're going to be serving them doing the Running Man and singing?
Well, okay, so the thing is, Fiona changes the words to yes, my goodies, because this is a good thing to be at Galaxy Goodies instead of not my goodies.
Yes.
I love that.
But yeah.
And if this is y'all's plan, Penny says, give me a second, I'll cue you all to, and by the time you all cue to leave the room, y'all hear the musical track to My Goodies start playing. And you all come out.
Yes.
And you hear the cheer of the crowd. At first, like it's a confused, like half clap kind of like thing. Then you hear the thing, and then you see out of the little ones who are in line, you see the mental picture took me out. You see Lil G is pop locking in his place in line. And Lil C has her phone out as she makes sure she gets something for her ridiculously popular social media account. And you all are led to the counter. You run through a quick kind of run through of how to do it. You notice that there are unique tubs of ice cream, and you all are given a scooper. You all are sort of lined up behind this like glass window where normally somebody would just point to the one that they want and then somebody would get it. Well, lined up in front of each one of these particular flavors is the appropriate person. And there's some unique flavors. So there's this chocolate chip cookie dough one that is faintly tinged like this pinkish color, but it is chocolate chip cookie dough, and it's called Cosmic Gardens. And they line Fiona up there with your particular special flavor of the day. And then it goes to Cross, and yours is like this caramel and pretzels and brownie bits sort of combination, and it's called Crisscross Comet. And you're lined up in front of that. Flip is in front of this iteration of mint chocolate chip, but instead of it being green, it is white, and it's called Flip the Orbit. You have the vanilla with the fudge and the peanut butter that's sort of swirled artistically, and it's called Nova Nucleus. There is this reverse melted, broken down sort of sundae, this vanilla cherry chocolate mixture called Melted Meteorite Sundae that Masa is lined up in front of. And then there's a really dark chocolate coffee ice cream mixture. So it's like a coffee ice cream with a swirl of dark chocolate. But it's almost black, and it's called Night Side of the Moon, and Nyx is lined up with that particular ice cream. And they've made a few changes to how they were going to do this. Originally, they were going to get a token from each one of you so they could go get the ice cream of their choice, but now they just come up and they pick which ice cream they want, but they can talk to each member as they go down the line. So, and before it starts, everyone is given the opportunity to get a little taster cup so that they know what their ice cream tastes like. And the staff that's working there, they look between the ages of like late teens to early 20s, and there's 3 of them. They give your instructions, and they say their job normally is to scoop the ice cream or to mix in additional toppings, but they say for the sake of speed and everything now, people just get a scoop of ice cream, the flavor that they choose. And then when they get to the cash register, they get a little token that will allow them to get an item signed. But they said they're going to get the ice cream first, and then you all are going to get your stack of stuff to sign while everybody's enjoying their ice cream, and then you'll be able to get that to them. It's last minute changes because Penny works magic and Fatima is a little bit scary. So that is how everything works. And I'll give everyone an opportunity to kind of describe what's going through their mind when they're standing in front of their special designed ice cream flavor. And we'll start with Fiona.
So Fiona is she's like, I should have done something extra fancy like everyone else did. But then sees like a little fan in her line and is like, no, don't want to get too fancy because we want little kids to be able to enjoy this. And then she like talks herself out of feeling bad or like having FOMO because she didn't do something really extra and awesome like everyone else. And then she's like also very excited to see like she sees a little girl in like a Fiona Flowers merch shirt, and she just squeezed on the inside.
And Fiona, your ice cream may seem simple, but there is almost this faint floral aspect to it. They've like made this special like chocolate chip cookie base that has faint floral notes, and it works somehow. Some scientist has put something together, and the chocolate chips are healthy sized chocolate chips. Like these are some good chunks in there, and you do get, everyone gets a busy line because everybody's coming through the line and they get to choose which ice cream they want. And some people get more than one scoop, even though not all these flavors should probably go together, but some people are like, load me up. Oddly enough, a lot of those are Cross's biggest fans. The ones that are like, I want this scoop, and I want this scoop, and I want this scoop.
Are we surprised?
It's just like...
very on brand.
You're my people, let's go!
Well, they're like, you were provided like these cups, and then at one point they just bring like the bowl size just in case somebody is requesting a scoop of each because they weren't expecting that.
Stacks on stacks on stacks, that's how we do it.
But yes, your crush is in your line. and gets the token. And you also see
I all scream for ice cream. Yay!
And it is a wonderful experience for you. And Masa, how is Masa handling his line and the fans and so on as they come up to get your melted sundae ice cream?
Masa had to take a second when he got up to his tub to actively stop from crying, because it just hit him just then, seeing the ice cream, that this is a thing that is actually happening. And he's just kind of like, wow, there's a lot of emotions here, but I got to keep it together because you can't cry on stage and you'll mess up the nice makeup and then people won't take your picture. So, okay. But he's super, super happy that they figured out what he wanted. And he is just beaming at like every person who comes in his line and is like, oh, hi, what's your name? Did you like the show? Did you try the other flavors? You know, and so forth. He's very giddy. His line's a little slower because he has to keep remembering that he can't have a full-blown conversation with every single person in the line. But he does tell people, like when he gives the scoop for his, he goes, you know, so just remember, like my ice cream, you may not look, you know, perfect or like you see in magazines and everything, but that doesn't mean that you aren't delicious. So keep your head up.
You have a lot of emotional fans sometimes that are in that line there because they look like you're about to cry, so they look like they're about to cry. And
but then no, you can't cry because if you cry, then I'll cry. So we're not crying. We're not crying.
Like I said, it at like Massa's section of the line, like it pauses for a moment. Everybody else is kind of behind, like, come on, my ice cream is melted. But eventually, they move on. You also get a couple of familiar faces in your particular line. You get your barber friend in your particular line getting a scoop of ice cream. A little bit confused as to what it is. Like he gets in the line and he's like, "Yo, you did a good job. Look, you was looking sharp. You was looking real sharp. I got to get some of this. What this is? Melted media."
Okay, so you know how you get like an ice cream cone or an ice cream sundae, and it sort of like melts a little bit. So right before you stir it and turn it into a soup, it's that, but it's all frozen, so it's pre-souped.
I'm gonna be honest with you. Back in my day, we didn't eat no soup ice cream. It was just ice cream. We just had it. It was cold, and we just ate it like that. And the goal was to eat it before it all got all melted like that. Because if it got melted like that, you can't freeze it back. But if they got powder ice cream, I heard they got some powder ice cream when they go up into space. I'm sure they can do a soup.
And well, if you don't like it, I'm sure they have like butter pecan.
That's some of the nastiest mess I've never ate in my life. I'm gonna be honest. Ain't nobody said put butter on a pecan and put it in some ice cream. Didn't nobody tell them to do that, but they done that. And you know what? To each their own. If you like to eat some butter with some sweetness, that's up to you. I'ma try this melted meteorite. Meteorite. Ooh, I don't know if my stomach would like that.
Oh no, it's okay. It's vanilla ice cream and cherries and chocolate and little ice cream cone bits.
It's chunky. We like it like that.
You know what? I love you so much. You just amazing. Got me some good calls and stuff to my business. But I got a feeling if I eat that, I ain't gonna come out for a second. So I'm gonna go down here and get this Looks at the other options. Looks back to his ice cream cup. Look.
Or night side. Yeah.
I'm a head down here and get this one that look like just some coffee and some chocolate. I'm gonna get that one right there. Because I eat coffee. Not eat coffee. I eat chocolate and I drink some coffee. So that one seemed like it might be a little bit more gentle with my old insides.
Yes, sir. That's fine.
But I like the idea. I like the idea. They also make a melted sundae flavor and something that they give to some of the people at the home. And they done melted it all together. I think you have an idea here that will work, but I don't trust my insides. I don't trust my insides. And Virgil put me out the house if I eat the wrong thing. So
yes, sir. I completely understand.
Yeah, just it don't break down the way it used to, son. It don't break down the way it used to.
Well, as long as you find a flavor that brings you joy, sir, that's the most important thing.
Yes, but I think you got an idea with this flavor right here. Just layers on layers on layers. You're looking sharp. You're looking sharp. It goes down the line. Looks at Nix for a moment. Looks at this coffee. The coffee mixture looks at you. This just got the chocolate swirled in it. It ain't chocolate,
right? No, it's just the chocolate.
It's not soup.
It's not soup. Not soup. If it was soup, it'd be good soup, but it's not soup.
I just like my ice cream to be ice cream, honestly, and I like my soup to be soup, so I'm old.
Understandable, sir.
How do you feel about ice cream cakes? I'm not saying that they're the same. I'm very curious now.
I think that ice cream cakes have their place because obviously it's on the menu somewhere. It just really, to me, honestly, is like somebody just froze some icing and put it on the cake on the inside, and then it was icing on the outside, and then they was like, "Ooh, it's cold, so we call it ice cream," and it was a whole thing. So, I'm gonna get my coffee. Chocolate.
Okay, another question.
Yeah,
this one has nothing to do with ice cream. How do you feel about cookie cake?
Y'all did a real good job. Y'all did so very good. Y'all was good. I'm gonna keep moving, and I'm gonna eat. I'm supposed to eat this with a spoon. I'm not supposed to let it melt to coffee, right? I'm just supposed to eat it.
Yeah. Just eat it like a normal, regular ice cream.
Okay. Because I didn't see something that said an ice cream pizza, and I just was like, Lord, I'm out I don't even know what to do. But y'all did good. How
do you feel about dessert pizza that doesn't have ice cream on it?
I'm gonna be honest. I have no idea what exactly you have just said to me. You said a dessert pizza, and I have never heard of that in all of my 70-something years. I'm just being honest with you. I ain't never heard of no dessert pizza. I've heard of some dessert, and I done heard some pizza. But I never heard of a dessert pizza.
Okay, I have all the answers I need now. Thank you.
Yep,
I feel like I just had.
Just walking away.
I feel like
from the ice cream station.
I feel like I did meet and greet. Like it was me coming here to meet this man. It's amazing.
It is this.
What you mean?
Virgil also goes through the line. Virgil also sticks with the coffee, but actually gets a cup at every station, and you see that he's taking the cups to like the people that are behind the scenes, like in the dressing room and so on. So he wants to make sure he goes to every station, but he is also old and not trying to eat things that may not.
That's my captain.
He's just like, gives you all a nod, signs his thank yous, and then continues. Then if people are wondering, Virgil is mute. He is not deaf. That's why he's able to listen to music and so on, but he does not speak. That's why you've never heard Captain speak. But this is the first time you've actually seen Captain sign something as he heads on. And you just hear Leo in the background. Just, Virgil, what is a dessert pizza? What does that mean? Like, Virgil just shrugs. And we'll move to Nova. How's Nova doing with her line?
So it's actually been a long while since Nova's had this specific ice cream. So while she's like scooping it out and chatting with the fans, she's also like periodically taking like little half scoops and putting it into her cup and like also eating it when she has the chance. But she also, like, when the fans consent to it, she like high fives them and gives a little hand hug since they can't like actually touch since they're behind the counter. And yeah, she's just really excited about this ice cream and thinking about if she should post the picture of her and Nilia or not, which she's definitely leaning towards keep the one of just her and Nilia to herself and then like posting the group picture so she can like have that little token.
And there are, sorry, I'm losing my voice today. There are a couple of older people that are in your line as well. And there is these 3 old women who seem to be wearing knit tops that they've made themselves in like a supernova like pattern. And they've been knit with yarn and so on. And they're like, sweetheart, I had no idea that you was a singer. I was looking at all your stuff and all the patterns, and at my yarn star, they got your picture up, and they're like, look at these. And we got them socks, and we decided to show our support, and we are so happy that you were such a talented young lady who also enjoys fiber crafting and so on. And we just wanted to make sure that we came to show you our support. We done made this. Was a little bit hot to have a full sweater, so we did like a cardigan knit thin. We did them thin, even though it's chillier in here than we imagined. So we did a good job. But we just wanted to let you know that keep on knitting, and keep on singing too. Oh yes, the singing. That was some good singing. And they wait for their scoops. What kind of ice cream is this?
So as they're like handing her the cardigan, she's like, oh, thank you so much, and I love you guys's are they sweaters or just like knit shirts?
They're like knit shirts. Like they made themselves knit shirts, but they made you a cardigan. Like they're trying to.
So she's like, yeah, I love you guys' shirts. Those are amazing. I will definitely need to, please like send me the pattern so I can make my own. But this ice cream, it's vanilla. It's got a fudge swirl and it's got peanut butter cups in it. So if you like peanut butter and chocolate together, I would highly suggest eating it. This is the best ice cream. Don't tell the others I said that, but this is the best ice cream.
And ironically, but non-ironically, this group of 3 women, there is one who looks like she might be of Hispanic descent. There's another one that looks like she is Black, and then there's another one who may be white or white passing. And when you describe the ice cream, there is a moment where they all look at each other and then they bust out laughing. These old ladies are just cackling in the line. And they're like, oh, look, they made an ice cream out of us. They just laugh together. Like, that cracks them up more than anything. They're like, go ahead, we're going to get one big scoop and share it, because none of us have a big enough appetite to eat all of it at once, but oh, we needed that laugh. It's got all of us in there. It's like, whoa, y'all just representation matters. One of them just breaks out laughing again, like these old ladies are having a ball. The only one who looks a little bit uncertain if she can laugh is the one that looks like she might be white or white passing. She just does like a nervous little okay. And then they elbow her, they explain it again, and then she busts out laughing once she gets it, and they're all just sort of cackling down the line. Oh, enjoy the sweater, the cardigan, sweetheart. That was, oh, look at this ice cream. And then somebody will point out a peanut butter chunk, and then they start laughing again. Make their way through the line. And again, you have lots of people who are fans because I've never seen it before. Of most of these flavors are so unique, but you're not the only one who is like, can I get an extra piece of that? Especially like, people behind, like your teammates and everybody. Y'all are free to pass around small taster cups. It's supposed to be a taster cup, but it's just goes back and forth. And let me get to Cross. How's Cross doing with their line?
I'm sorry. Everything froze for a bit. What did you say?
How is Cross doing with their line?
I think that Cross realizes really quickly that a tank top was a bad idea when serving ice cream. They're cold. They're kind of like shifting around in place, like trying to stay warm the entire time. They're asking everyone, what's your favorite food? Like just talking to everyone about food who will talk to them about food and like thanking everyone and is just having a great time.
And you're another one that has an ice cream flavor that sometimes makes people pause, but the fact that it has pretzels in it, for people who like saltier things, they're into it. And again, most of the people that specifically have come to your line or start at your line before going down have bowls. They're just have bowls ready to get a scoop of everything. And you get the people, a lot of them were the ones who are giving bracelets and so on. And you have a very hyperactive line. That's the best way to describe it. You're moving around trying to stay warm. People into starting your line think everyone is supposed to do the wiggle now. Like, so there's people in the line that are wiggling along and stuff.
Eventually it turns into dancing. Like suddenly my entire line is dancing. And then everyone in the room is dancing. It's a party, everybody.
And it's just, it is, like I said, a high activity line. There are, how do I put it? Very unique individuals that come to everybody's line, but there are some who are like, and my favorite thing in the world was when you ate the whole cake. You were like on the thing and you ate the whole cake. And I was like,
hey, I have to tell you, it was a great time. You should try it.
It was just you, the cake, and 5,000 viewers. And it was like the most.
Do you think I should do mukbangs?
No, because I think like mukbangs is like a market that's like fully thing. Like you should be like, you can have an eating stream. It doesn't have to be like a mukbang. Like, I think that
I could time how fast I can eat things.
Yeah, I think it kind of lose stuff like that. Like I enjoyed watching you enjoy the cake, and it was like mutual enjoyment because you were eating the cake and I wanted cake, but it was too late for me to go get cake. But through you eating cake, myself.
It's never too late to go get cake.
It's not always
unless
safe
the store is closed.
It's like it's not always safe to go out, like in the middle of the night to go get cake. Like sometimes I could have ordered cake, but then I decided, you know what? Delayed gratification. So the next day I got a cake. and you have people telling stories. There's a person that's has to stand on their tiptoes to look over the counter to see everybody, and it was like, and I like waffles the best, but my sister said that pancakes were better. And so I was like, let's ask Cross, is it better to have waffles or is it better to have pancakes? And then she was like, Cross is a celebrity. They're not going to tell us what is better because then that would be favoritism. I don't know what that means, but it's better. Waffles.
Here's the thing. Everyone has different preferences. And why not have both?
Could you put a waffle between two pancakes?
Of course you can, because you can do anything you want.
Would that then be a wan cake?
What about a poffle?
But then it would sound like pancakes have superiority.
What about waff cake?
Waff cake.
Or a panful?
I just don't like pan being first because I really want to win this. So if I say waff is first in the syllable, it will sound like I am better in this particular case.
Okay, I think waff cake or waff cake, or I think those are good contenders.
I'm gonna think on it. I think you've given me something to think about, and we'll definitely tag you when we decide what the name of it is.
Please do.
Yeah, I think and then someone else says, Poffle, I think is a good one. Nobody asked you.
Okay, guys, let's all. Okay, guys, I know that the pancake versus waffle debate is heated. It's a heated debate. It's been around longer than me. I know I can't solve it, but
It's like that preteen age where they are feeling like they're right about everything, and even if they know they may not be right, but then they're like, I'm in front of a celebrity. Okay, people can like what they like, and even though waffles may be better,
what's important is that you enjoy what you enjoy and don't focus on anyone else. Right?
Right. And you just see her bring out her phone and she's texting someone furiously, but she gets her cup and she's like, thank you, everybody. You're awesome. Woo, go Waffles. She keeps going down.
Go Waffles. Yeah.
And then we get to Nyx. How's Nyx handling their line?
Nyx is wondering if it was a bad decision to put coffee and caffeine in ice cream that is sugar with how many younger people are in line, and I don't think that she thought that through very much. But I think she is just like appreciating how many people like coffee ice cream.
You do get a lot more of the palates that are a little bit unsure about the experimental flavors, but also not quite in the mood for just chocolate chip, cookie dough. And again, every flavor seems to have been needed because the people are like, I don't quite want a melted sundae, but I don't want to leave the line without anything. They'll sort of get the coffee ice cream, and then you've got the people who get everything. Then you have the people who are like, I'm going to get a scoop of chocolate chip cookie dough, and I'm going to get a scoop of coffee. And this has been my excitement for the day. And for people who are looking for something more familiar, like I said, you get just about as many scoops as everybody else. Nobody really has a predominant lead here. And as you're in line, of course, you get the twins come to your line. Some of the older people that are there come to your line. Everyone has had friends and family come to your line, and they probably did this on purpose, but you all face down your favorite people. Yes, Indeed. There are 3 of them. They cannot see all the way over the counter. But Lil B, Lil C, and Lil G do go through the line. Most of them get the cookie dough because they know what that is. Most of them get because they know what that is. The other ones ask for tasters of the other flavors to kind of see if they like it or not.
Fiona goes, wait. Does the coffee one have caffeine in it? Like, asks the owner of the shop if the coffee one has caffeine.
Yeah, it's coffee. And that's the one everyone is hesitant to give them, and they're like, it's very dark. Like, literally, like, it's Lil B said, because it's a witch's brew. I was like, I don't think that's Lil C is. They would not put brewed potions in ice cream. Like, that's not how things work.
We don't need magic.
And I'm like tilting my head. I'm like, well, when you think about it, isn't cooking a type of alchemy?
It's true. Cooking is science.
Yeah.
Salt, fat, acid, and heat.
All that matters is your intention.
And then
don't tell that to my mom.
Nope.
You notice they've gotten, super dressed up for this. And, Lil B, who normally has the Cocoa Puffs, she's got one little puff and a big bow. Lil C has her pigtails, instead of just the French braided pigtails, are actual pigtails. They're not braided, and she's got her bows in it. And then, like we said, Lil G, instead of his afro, he's got 2 little puffs. His hair pulled into the 2 little puffs. And they are ecstatic. They're wearing t-shirts that say Atmos. They are, they get their cups, and then they all look at you with stars in their eyes. And they're just your biggest fans. They do not try the coffee ice cream. And when I say they don't try the coffee ice cream, it's as soon as you reach towards the scooper, someone just gently puts their hand over your head.
Did you guys have fun? Did you like the show?
Music. Like overly dramatic. It was everything. It was just amazing. And Lil C has that look, like, just like, it was a very nice performance. We really enjoyed. It was very, pauses on the word that she's trying to use. It was a very good put together show, and like the musicalisthenic. And you just see Lil B looking at her. The what? The musicalness of it was so good. It was so good. And Lil B said, you were going to try to use a big word that you didn't know what it meant again, weren't you? And Lil C is, anyways, it was very good. Lil B's
No, and it's just like, oh, thank you. That's really high praise coming from you.
And Lil G, it's just every station. Normally, people tell like, "Please give me one." Lil G, he's little hand pats at the glass points, points to the glass points. Goes to the next and taps him to get his points. And he has to hold, like, you all get basically just hold on to his bowl and put each scoop in it, except for the coffee. Because when it gets towards the coffee, it's like, no, thank you, please.
I just had a moment of like, oh no. But hearing that the little said that they liked it, I'm just like, I know kids are like so hard to please. Like, I'm beaming now because I'm like, oh man, the kids think I'm cool.
They're so honest, little kids.
Then they'll
just
like,
tell you.
And Lil G is, I liked it very much. It was really good. Everybody looked very cool.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
And you look so nice today too.
I did my hair like Nova.
Oh my gosh. I think you should tell Nova that you were the inspiration.
There's this No, Nova, I did my hair like you.
I love it.
I have met these kids. I love this so much.
And those of you who were not at the practice with them, they still don't treat you any differently than the rest because, again, social media is a thing and children are exposed to it far earlier than they probably should be, but they are. So they know who you are and they know about the eating and so on. And they're like, Little C is like,
Little C's like your biggest fan.
Little C just goes.
I mean, you're pretty. I mean, biggest fan. You're very tiny, but
that's a good.
It's because you're small.
And Lil C is like, has a moment where she just has her little pigtails swing to the side.
It's a funny joke. I'm so happy to meet you.
You just see this little Filipino girl that just looks like. Almost like, do they know who I am? And then Lil B is like, Lil B is just over there. And then Lil C is like, I am one of your biggest fans. Like I always share your posts and things, and I have. And like she's like, I'm not gonna post. I'm not gonna post. I have a lot of followers. Like I have a healthy amount of followers, and they also were like, you should check this out. They're really cool. So I got bracelets in just about every color that you've had on your stream. So it's a thing, but like it's because I respect you as an artist. You do your own thing, and you know there was one time with donuts, and I was like, I got some earrings that have donuts on them so that I could support.
Where did you get your donut earrings?
So I'm 7, and I just asked.
Okay, I'm gonna get donut earrings too. I think that's really cool.
That was like, you could talk to my mom, the one that works in the office, not the one that works at the factory. The one that works in the office is just like, here is stuff for you. I'm not quite sure where she got it. I can ask. I just like sometimes I get something and I'm like, I give the company name and then I get like a percentage off or something like that, but I didn't want to make it about me because it was about supporting a new artist.
Well, that's really cool.
Like Lil B is over there just holding her stomach. Just
well, I think that's really cool. Thank you so much.
Ms. G is just looking between, and they save them towards the end of the line because, again, same company, same kind of thing. They want other people to sit down, and these kids are pretty much the only thing between you all and finally getting your own ice cream before you have to dig into signing everything. And then Lil G is like, can I show you something?
Mm-hmm.
Lil G hands his cup of ice cream over to somebody. Then he does a backflip.
Yes.
Ice cream. Yes.
The serious contemplation before he does it. Amazing.
And Lil B is like, you all rocked. You all did a good job. And Lil C is like, we don't say that. We're so. And Lil B is like, guess what? What? And then B looks down, looks at Cross. Cross is right there. And then skips over running, and Lucia's like, pigtails going back and forth.
It's like a helicopter.
I guess she follows after them. And they skip off, and Lil G is the last one. He says, thank you so much for being good big siblings. And then runs away with his ice
so
cream.
Cute.
Oh my God.
I think my heart feels like,
you know what?
Nix has decided that sometimes children are okay.
I'm not cold anymore because that melted my heart. It's beautiful.
And you finally have the other people are like, all right, if you want, I think that's your whole. You all have been standing there for a while. Like, this took some time, and they're like, okay, so everyone is settled down. You all have quite a bit of stuff to sign. So if you want to go ahead and eat your own ice cream, then we'll get you settled at the table. She points to where you've got a table that was set up where they were supposed to meet you, and like you all can just sort of sign, and we'll make sure it gets to the people before they leave. We've got some games and stuff that everybody's going to be playing. It's a whole Galaxy Day sort of thing. So we just want you all to have time to get off your feet. We know, like, we didn't expect you all to volunteer to do this, but thank you so very much. The owner, she's dealing with some paperwork and stuff, but Larry will be out to thank you all in person. So get off your feet, enjoy some ice cream, and then you'll have some things to sign, apparently.
I want to taste everyone's flavor.
Yeah.
It all looks really, really good.
And then you have some people that you recognize as the photographers from your studio. And they're at the ready to like snapshot some pictures as you want to behind the scenes and behind the counter with your fully kitted up for serving ice cream. And they've just snapping pictures and so on. There's a headline, like kind of tweet that's like going around that, hey, new group is actually serving their fans. Like, and you have people with that obviously are in the Galaxy goodies that have taken like selfies, and they're like doing videos and clock application, be like, look at what is happening. They're actually scooping ice cream for us. Another person is in tears. Like, they're like, I've never been, and I've been to a lot of fan signings, and like, this is the first one where they're like, let me serve you. It's like they've brought themselves to the same level as everyone. Like, oh my God. Like, and there, everyone has different responses. But someone leads you to your seat. So where the stage was previously, there is a table so that you can get comfortable and eat your ice cream. Everyone takes your aprons and so on. Lets you keep them if you want. But you all can get comfortable to enjoy your ice cream and take a break before you all have to go to the next part. So we'll also be taking a brief break on the stream and coming back to wrap things up. But we're going to take a quick break so people can stretch their legs, and we'll be back in about 5 or so minutes. Hello, everybody. We're back again. I hope everyone had a wonderful bio break or just stretched their legs and made sure to hydrate. Last we left off, our wonderful group of people, that's Nyx, Nova, Fiona, Masa, Cross, and Flip, were seated at their table where the stage originally was so that people can get their items signed. Most of the things have already been like piled up, like there'll be t-shirts and everybody has someone and they kind of do assembly line, pass assembly line after you all finish eating and snacking and so on. And we're going to go to each person and sort of get a inner monologue on, as this amazing event is wrapping up, as you are signing, putting your signature on items that people have either purchased or brought in for you to sign. And to respect everyone's boundaries, they did have to bring some legitimate merch with them. They are allowed to gift you all things, but it had to like pass like Fatima and other people before it actually got to you. So there's bracelets, there's tiny stuffed animals and so on. There's a lot of like knitted or crocheted omiguri things that Nova gets from some people. Fiona, people tend to love the idea of themes, so you get a lot of flowers. Like there's a lot of real flowers, fake flowers, sort of thing. Cross bracelets are the thing. Masi, you get a lot of like stuffed animals and things that look like you want to hug them. Flip also gets a lot of stuffed animals and then like a cookbook and then like some other things. Nyx, you get a lot of like guitar picks and yes. Little items like that along those regards, and you can tell who's been watching like the streams and really hear from the beginning before you even had a name as Atmos fans. And we'll start with Fiona, how she's feeling, what's going on through her mind, and then we'll go ahead and get Nikki's outro, because these can be as long as you like as we wrap up this episode of Composure. We'll start.
So, are we like heading home, or this
you're
is like
signing.
In the shop? So
in
during
the
the
shop,
signing,
you're signing. Yeah.
So as Fiona is signing stuff, she like keeps like peeking at her phone to see if the girl that she had invited has texted her back, and then, or if she's gotten any notifications on like Instagram or anything like that, trying to see if sorry, my dog's digging around in something. My jacket. He's digging around in my jacket to lay down in it. Oh my god. Okay. So she's like looking at her phone, and while she's signing things, there's no fans here now, right? Like this is just us signing.
The fans have been taken to like another part of the shop. There's games going on outside, but they wanted to give you all the space and the time to like sign the things, or people have like put their name, like there's a little sticky that has like their name, their age, and then they'll have some items to be signed.
Cool. And so she's like reading, and then something she reads just like strikes her, and she like thinks of a song because of it, and so she's like quietly like singing while she's signing, and kind of like bopping in her chair while she's signing stuff. And I am Nikki. I am co-creator at TRPG, that's TEA TRPG. We just wrapped up our Kids on Broom stream. Starting in October, we will have a Saturday Monster Hearts game at 4 p.m. Pacific. And then we have a one-shot of 10 Candles coming up on the 24th of October for spoopy season. So check that out. Yeah. Info's in the chat.
Alrighty then. Masa.
Masa is extremely delighted by the amount of stuffed animals that he's received, and is already sort of like making plans of like where he's going to put everything and what he's going to name them, because that's super important. But he does double check his phone, and he got a text from his brother Gabe basically saying, "Hey, we saw the live stream. I'm really, really proud of you." And he actually does just burst into tears. Like he just sobs. Like he's a whole mess. Takes a minute to run to the bathroom, like splash his face and blow his nose, but throughout the rest of the signing, he's just all down his face, ugly cry. It's not cute. But he is like super, super happy. And my name is Tiff. I'm at Ruby Quill on Twitter. You can find me here on Wednesday nights, at least for one more episode, playing Composure.
All right. And for the sake of narrative, you do get, the socials are burning up right now with the mentions of Atmos and so on. And so you do get a text, and it just simply says, "Loved the show. Talk to you later." You know, sort of response from your crush. But you do get a response.
Well, that's essentially the hiccups. So we got crying, we got snot bubbles, we got hiccups. It's a mess. It's okay.
Cross.
Yeah, so as today has been so exciting, so high energy. Cross is very, very happy, also so exhausted. Like so much emotional energy, such good emotional energy, but so it's so much. And I think like won't really put out in front of a lot of people is like they do have insecurities, and like today was so good. Like it made them so happy, and there's a part of them that truly has so much fear that it's going to get taken away. But mostly happiness. There's that small part, but it's mostly happiness. So they're just excited to go back to the place with the rest of the group and chill out with their cats and like, yeah. And then, hi, I'm Layla. You can find me on Twitter. Other than this wonderful TTRPG game, I'm not doing anything. We wrapped up Beyond the Corridor last night. Check that out on TTRPG if you haven't. But if you're doing any games, whether they're live streamed or not, let me know, because I would love to play if you can deal with how chaotic my energy is. I understand that that's not for everyone.
All right. And Nova.
So Nova is feeling pretty good, still riding that high. So she's just, sitting there signing merch and being thankful. And she feels compelled to also put that on social media. So she posts like a little paragraph on her socials about how thankful she is and thanking the group again because they finally debuted, and she's so happy. Yeah. And outside of that, my name is Annie Oakley. I am also a streamer on Twitch. Back to actually streaming a regular schedule. So Friday is my next stream. Yeah, I do a lot. I play games. I do cosplay stuff. I do crafts. I actually, this is a crochet, but I actually knit. Yeah, and I do all that stuff on stream when I feel compelled to do so.
And last but certainly not least, as Flip signs what he signs and gets quite a bit of things like wooden spoons and recipe books and here's my favorite recipes and all the rest of that. It's quite busy signing. And we come to Nyx.
Nyx is very happy that her stage name only has 3 letters for as many things as she has to sign. So she's very grateful for her past self for thinking about that. But jokes aside, she's just still hasn't really comprehended that like this is her life at this moment right now, that like she has just achieved more than she ever thought possible, and she is so grateful about everything that has happened as she's signing everything. That shortly after, she takes like a little 5-minute break to go record a little video thanking the fans for joining her on this journey, essentially. And yeah, that's it. And I am Amanda. You can find me on socials at Panda Cabra. That's on Twitter as well as here on Twitch. You can find me here Wednesdays on Composure. So feel free to follow me. I am available for any sort of gameplay, podcasting, anything. And also, if you want me to like yell about how much I love orcs or goblins, I'm available for that as well. So.
But I want everyone, if they can, and Nikki, if you can go ahead and put the Composure Jess's outro information in the particular chat. You can go get Bardic Bell, a wonderful follow, and show them a lot of love and support. Could not be here today, but at most is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 people, and will be 6 people. So we will not forget Flip, even if Jess is not able to join us for next week's finale. So make sure to go follow Bardic Bell if you haven't already. And I am Honey, aka Honey and Dice. You can find me on Twitter at Honey and Dice. You can find me on Instagram at Honey and Dice. There's just nothing there. I didn't want anyone to take the name, so went ahead and made sure I reserved that one. I run games, write games, play games, but more than anything, I'm everyone's biggest cheerleader. And if I can leave anybody anything tonight, stuff has been real interesting lately across all socials at different platforms and everything. There's a lot of emotional things going on, and there's a lot of painful things going on. There's a lot of joyful things going on as well. So I want to remind everyone to love your you. And if that's hard today, know that it's okay, because it's okay to be okay, and it's okay to not be okay. Take the time that you need for you. Step away. Close out a conversation if it's really bothering you. Mute a word or a topic if it's really something that's messing with your inner peace. Take care of you, because you matter. You're important. And I know that my world is a far better place simply because you are in it. So surround yourself with people that not only celebrate your successes, but support you through your challenges. And if they're only there or never there for only one of those particular categories, they were not there to start with. But I want to be there for you. So remember, you're worth it, you're amazing, and you're just one of the many bright lights in my night sky. Have a wonderful rest of your evening, morning, afternoon, whatever time it is when you see this. And make sure to join us next week for the very last episode of Season 1 of Composure.